Chapter 13, Video 1. In Chapter 13, we will be doing adding pictures and shapes to a worksheet. So we're going to work with graphics and pictures and word art and other things. Okay, so the first thing you need to do is make sure that you have created a Chapter 13 folder and you have downloaded all the files, all the working files for Chapter 13 so that you have them ready to go when we are working. So I believe you should have, I think there's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, actually 9. There's 9. So make sure you have 9. If you will notice, 2 of these are going to be pictures or photos you're going to use throughout the whole entire thing. So just make sure you have everything downloaded so you're ready to go when we get started. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is we want to open a new blank workbook. So we're going to open Excel. And my computer's got to warm up this morning. And so we're going to do a blank document. Okay, and we want to download, we've already downloaded all our files and all of that. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we want to insert. We're going to go to Insert, and we want to go to the Illustrations group, go to Pictures, and we're going to say From File. So when you do From File, now notice mine went because I was working on Chapter 12 last, and so we need to change to Chapter 13. So I went to Desktop. There's my Chapter 13, and so here are all my files. And if you'll notice, it's separated. These are spreadsheets. These are images. So they're kind of separated already for us. We want to open the one that is called 13 Happy Kids. And so that will insert the picture into your Excel document. Okay, now the different types of files that can be uploaded into Excel or used in Excel are a BMP, a JPEG, a PNG, and a TIFF. Okay, those are the main ones that you can use. There are a few others that we can use, but those are the main ones. All right, let's save this. So we're going to go up here to our gray file menu and save. Actually, since it was a blank when we started, we only have to hit save. I'm going to hit save as. Okay, we're going to make sure we go into Chapter 13. And we are going to call this our username and 13 insert pictures solution. Okay, and then hit save. Okay, the next couple of step-by-steps uses the insert illustrations group and uses the online pictures, images, and on the Mac we can't do that. They don't have the online images, so you'll have to go online, find an image, save it to your folder, and then insert it from file. On the PC, remember we have the little online to insert, and so we don't have that on Mac, so we're going to skip that. So what we want to do is we want to close this file, so we're going to go up here to File and Close. Okay, it leaves Excel open, so you'll notice you still have Excel on the gray screen up here. We're going to go to File and Open, and we want to open from Chapter 13. We want to open the file Add Shapes. And so that file will open. I'm going to enlarge it so that we can see. Okay, so this is the file that we're going to be working on, and we are going to insert some shapes into this file. Let's see, I'm going to add. Okay, we want to go up here to Insert. Oops. Insert, and we want to go over here in the Illustrations group and we want to click on shapes. Okay, the first shape that we are going to do is this up arrow right here. So we're going to click on it, and we are going, if when you go down into your document, notice your mouse is now a crosshair, and so you are going to draw that up arrow wherever you want to put it. So we are going to go where it's going to be right below this text, these numbers, and it's pointing to those numbers. So we're going to come down here, and we are going to, and then once you draw it, you can let go, and then you can move it to where you want it. So we want it to kind of be right in the middle, pointing at that 333,200. Okay, so that is our first shape that we created. Okay, next thing we're going to do is we are going to save this one. So we're going to do File and Save As. We're going to make sure that we do Hour, and make sure you are going into Chapter 13, Hour, Username, and then Add Shape Solution. And hit Save. Okay, next one. We are going to go to Insert, and we're going to go back to Shapes, and this time we want to do the line arrow. So recently used, or you can do right here with the lines, and this is your line arrow. So we're going to do that little tiny line, and we are going to draw from move the mouse pointer onto the worksheet. It displays as a crosshair. We're going to click over the left side of cell D22 and drag diagonally up and to the right towards D19. Okay, so we're going to be in D22, like right here, and we're going to go up to about D19. Okay, so that is what we should draw. Okay, hit your Save button. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to do another shape. Okay, and so we're going to Insert and Shapes, and we want to do, we're going to come down here to our Stars and Banners, and we want the 8-point explosion, which is Explosion 1. Okay, so in Explosion 1, we are going to draw an explosion underneath this $320,000 point. So we're going to do, and it needs to be just about the width of that column. It can go a little bit over. Okay, so this is what it should look like. Now we are also going to type in that, and we want to have the words goal exceeded with an exclamation mark. Okay, now notice when you start typing, it's white because it'll fit on there, and it's over towards the left of it. You may not be able to tell it, but we are going to format this. So to format the text that is in here, we're going to go select it, then we're going to go to Home, and I'm going to do bold, and we want to center it, and we're going to make it 14. Okay, and so yes, it may go on to 2 lines, and if it does, let's make it go, there we go, make it on 1. Okay, you want to make sure it fits to where you can see it. All right, hit Save for me. Okay, next thing we're going to do is we are going to insert a text box. Okay, so there's 2 ways you can do it. You can go to Insert. Here's a text box right over here in the text group, or you can go to your shapes, and this is your text box. So either way, it doesn't matter. It's the same exact thing. And we are going to draw a text box over here like such. and we're going to actually type in here. So we are going to type, these numbers are preliminary, period. I need to check with the director before releasing the worksheet to the board for review, period. Okay, so this is our worksheet, or our text box that we want to do. We're going to resize it just a little so that it fits in there. And so this is what it should look like. Okay, so that is how you add a text box. If you'll notice, this little arrow is pointing towards over here so that we know what we're talking about. All right, next thing, click in A1 for our next step-by-step. And our next step-by-step, we are going to click on Insert, and we want to insert a word art. So we're going to go up here to the word art and click on that pull-down menu, and the one that we want is called Fill Blue Accent Color 1 Shadow. Okay, so you got some keywords there. You have a blue and you have a shadow. So this is the one we want right here. It's going to pop up on your screen, and so you can move it up here to the top and then triple click so that you get select your text, and we are going to type great fundraisers, exclamation mark. Okay, so that is how you insert shapes, word art, your text box, all those different things. Okay, let's hit save, and we will use another different video to continue on. So we'll close this one, and I believe we will keep this one open. No, we are closing this workbook. So you can go ahead and close this workbook. All right. And then with the next video, we'll tell you what to open.